So for this one, they asked me to match the features to the character. And this is a character's reference. Oh, that's not what I want. Yes, get rid of this part. Created here. Now we're going to try and redraw the face. Now I think, I'm not sure because the shoulders seem pretty short on this reference too, but this is a crown. So let's get the angle right. The angle is this one. What we need to do is draw it, raise something. We're going to mark the ears. These are the ears. This is the chin. This is the chin. Now this is the eye. Now this is the nose. This is cheekbone. Now cheekbone is connected with the chin. The eyes go inside. The forehead is off to the side. This is the skull, and this is the nose. Now, when I look at this character, I see that the eye is upturned. There is a big visible double eyelid. There's not much about the nose and very plump lip. The character has double eyelids, which would mean that instead of a shallow sitting eye, it has a more deep set eye, with the skin sinking into the skull, maybe. Now, I am not sure if I need to match this style on the original drawing or on this reference they gave me. I'm guessing I need to fit this one because here they also gave me this, so I'm guessing I need to match this one instead of the original they sent me. With anime faces, especially in animation, they're just going to turn out a little bit flat and just part of the game. You just have to accept that. What we're going to do is we're going to make the skin, so when the eyelids separate, I don't know if they're separated. I don't know how they're, I don't need to get into that. But if you look at your eyelid, skin is actually visible from certain angles, such as if you look at it from top down, the bottom skin is going to be visible. And if you look at it from a bottom up angle, you're going to see the inside of the top lid. And if you have the time, drawing those really helps with making the eye more 3D, but it also looks kind of weird because no one does it, especially in animation. But now I noticed that the irises are pretty big, and I think this character is looking at the same angle as the head. Now this is the other side. The eye is a bubble like so. I drew the other side, outer. I don't care. And then this is the center of the back. Now let's get rid of the, as you can see, it looks like shit. Let's just draw it down. Just adding this kind of, if this was realistic, the eye being under the skin would make the skin kind of push out, but we're not going for that, so we're going to keep it normal. And I'm going to duplicate the eye. I don't care. What did I do? Let's erase this and magnet tag. I think what we can do is change the iris direction. Kind of uncanny. It looks like they're going crazy. Let's make it so that less of the top area is white. Now let's draw the eyelid that is sinking into the skull. And since the eyelid is sinking into the skull and the eyebrow is protruding and we are looking at it from a top-down view, eyebrow is going to cover the eyebrow is going to cover the eyelid as we are looking at it from a top-down view. And I can't see what the eyebrows look like, so I'm just going to draw what they drew, and I don't want to draw it again. Let me just copy paste. Now, I'm not sure if the eyebrows are supposed to be arching to showcase frustration, annoyance, or worry. If they are, they're going to be even lower. They need to be even more covering the eyelid like this, especially the tip, but I am not sure, so I'm just keeping it this way. Now, the nose is actually pretty nice, so let's just keep it that way. If you want to draw a realistic nose, so you will draw that. Now, so what I would do in this situation would be to draw a side. I really hate drawing this angle, to be honest. So, as you can see, I drew the lip like so. But if we look at it, and it's not. It's like this. So let's pick. I'm not sure if the lips are correctly in perspective, but at this point, I don't care. We look at the reference and the chin is pretty angular. Maybe I should have used the symmetry tool. Let's draw some of the hair. Now the hair seems to be gel. Now look at this. And I think there is some problems with it. So the nose is actually too low. The nose cannot be that farther away from the lips. So we will need to do something about the lips as well. Maybe we could make the nose bigger. Probably not. Actually, I think just for maybe I can make the lips bigger as the lips are much bigger in the reference in the character sheet they gave. So let's duplicate this. Reset here. Now let's group all of these and see what changed. I look a little bit weird, but I promise you it's going to be fixed once you color it. Oh, actually, these are more elongated instead of a circle, so we can do that too, perhaps. I don't know. This is what I have. What else did they ask me? I don't know what they asked for this one, so maybe I won't do it. I don't remember. The angle seems pretty correct, so let's just keep it at that. So what happened? Draw over. Oh, I can get this, take it out, and I do that. So these are the two drawings I tried to improve today. This one was real hard and I probably didn't do a good job. I think I properly put the pose in perspective and I also got the pose looking human, but it doesn't look like it's flying or floating in the air, which is what I'm concerned of. Like, this looks pretty rigid and I have some other options. They don't look any better. And the other is they asked me to make the features match the reference sheet more. Now this one, I think it turned out good, but I'm worried about the iris. It looks kind of crazy. It looks really crazy, honestly. And not kind of. I think it's due to the angle. Let's try to add a highlight and see if that helps with anything. Maybe I add the highlight. Ooh, I think that helped. So this is what I did yesterday. Ew, that looks like shit. What happened? Why does it look like shit right now? Let's see. Does like it is. It is too much. I don't like it. Why is this so saturated? It doesn't look like this, but I left it. And I think my pencil is broken. Okay, well, it's not broken. So working a little bit. Like, dude, why is this so fucking... Why is it so orange? Why is it so orange? Let's see. Dude, I don't understand why this looks like shit right now. My head is, yes, a little bit weird. I probably should have drawn it more before I started painting because the nose and the lips are all out of place. But I don't want to bother with that right now. So what's going to happen right now is that I made these drawovers yesterday. And they turned out like shit. Now, this in this video, I probably put the making of this head first, and I cut out all the parts where I drew the poses. I drew a lot of poses. So as you can see there's a lot. And I cut out all of that because it turned out bad. I didn't do a good job. As you can see, this doesn't look like it's floating. It's too rigid. So now I'm not doing a draw over. I'm not doing any fixing or anything. Now I'm just challenging myself to see if I can draw a floating pose. That's my goal. So I'm just going to talk through as I draw and see if I can make a pose feel like it's floating in the air instead of, oh. And if this shit keeps flagging, let's see. Yes. So now that we're connected, hopefully it stays connected for a long time because I don't want to look at my side, look at the screen of my laptop and see a black screen that has been recorded for the past 30 minutes. And that keeps happening in live streams. and it annoys the shit out of me because I don't look at it. I don't have OBS open. I hide it, and I have the live tab on YouTube open, but I'm not looking at it, and it's not very visible either. So like I'm not looking at it to see if it's off or not, and then I look at it once, and I am welcomed by the last 30 minutes being a full on empty stream. That sentence was so badly worded that I should probably stop speaking for the rest of my life. My brain stopped working for a second, and it's going to happen for the rest of the recording. When I started recording, I think I was good at talking. Right now, I'm not. I don't know why. Something changed. Something turned off, and now I'm stuttering like shit. I'm going to cut my tongue off. That's what's going to happen. No, I don't even have an idea of where I could start to draw a floating pose. We're going to draw in the same angle just um, so that there's some resemblance. But oh no, let's change it. If I think of a floating pose, maybe I draw a camera here and we draw it from the side profile. And then I draw my character looking at this camera from the side profile on. There's a lot of background noise. Don't worry about it. So this already doesn't look like floating. I have to take a lot of silence. There's going to be a lot of silence that is probably going to be cut out because I'm lazy and I auto cut silences. And it's going to be because I cannot think and speak at the same time. Like this arch doesn't make sense for a floating pose. This one looks too out of place to maybe instead of the pelvis rotating, it's just the torso. I don't like this. I'm going to draw in the correct angle. I'm going to make it slightly turned so that it is an easier to read pose. Maybe the arm needs to be bent. I'm not sure. I'm just trying out options. Ooh, actually, it's kind of looking good, but only the arm looks good. It looks like shit. I drew it more and I realized that it looks like shit. The cable was touching me and I got weirded out because I forgot that the cable was there. I changed it a little bit so it's not touching me. I don't like this. Maybe if we draw the eye and I hope something changes. But yesterday I dropped my Apple Pencil and I think I kind of fucked it up. It has a lot of problems now. I'm stuck with it because I'm stupid. Keep dropping things. I don't know what is my no. Now the thing is, my tablet is big too, so I don't know which one is causing problems right now. Let's try to connect it again. It's connecting and connecting again. At least that worked. Let's draw a face that is looking up at the camera. I don't like it. See, I'm not fit for this. Any other pose, I can do it. Just standing poses and floating poses that I don't do well with. Just any pose that is not doing an action. I need to find a video to listen. Wow, that's crazy. I always charge my pencil when it's at like 20% or 30%, and I do it every day on schedule. So this is the first time in years that my pencil ran out of battery that I didn't even realize. I didn't even think that it could be the battery. That's how long it has been since I ran out of battery, whatever the fuck it is. Fucking stupid language, dude. I'm continuing with my challenge of drawing a floating pose after having charged my pencil, and I don't know what to do honestly. I think this is a lost cause. I'm just not going to be able to draw this pose. Maybe I need it. Let's draw a torso that is looking up, and the shoulders are back. The arms aren't too back, only the shoulders are. When you try to sit up really straight, that thing you do with your shoulders, that's what I'm going for. Maybe I need to draw like this part. Let me maybe I change the leg direction. I do it the opposite leg because I never tried that. Maybe the secret is going to be. Oh, I think I might be correct. I think that might be it. And then the feet are too symmetrical and too close to each other. Maybe one of the legs is fully bent and the other is going down. Yo, I think this looks good enough for a floating pose. I'm not sure. Yo, that was that actually looks quite nice. I'm surprised that I got it to work. Uh, So you suck at doing a pose. You could just try all the combinations you can, and one of them is bound to work. I think that is the lesson this taught me. So maybe I put it here and I clean it up, so that it can be usable. Let me turn this off. Turn this off. Make it bigger, and maybe we make the head even bigger and more in the center. To I think I want to make the head the ear not, centered. I don't know how to explain it. Let's draw this. And then put it, yeah, this is actually nice. I like it. Maybe this arm can be similar to this arm. Let's try that combination too. It's all combinations. I don't know. I don't care. Like this part is this part here is good enough, but I don't care. It's not a very active, cool pose, but I think it looks like it is floating, which is what I was going for. And I'm satisfied with this. I'm just going to call it there.